Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I've been super obsessed with the hottest item song from Bollywood, Laila Main Laila, from the new movie Raees, starring Shah Rukh Khan. Sunny Leone did an awesome job with this remake. She looks super sexy, and I don't know if you guys have seen her makeup in this video, but her eyes look so glittery and so sexy. So here's my take on this look. I hope you guys enjoy it. Now let's get started. I started off by prepping my eyes using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. So first I started off by putting those little post-it notes on the edges of my eyes. The reason why I did this is because I'm going to be using some glitter. I didn't want it to move around too much from the edge of my eye. And I'm also starting with my eyes first because when I use glitter, I find that there's a lot more fallout. So this gives me more control over whatever's on my base. So I'm going to start off by using my Carly Bible palette. I actually got this as an early Christmas present, so I'm super excited to use it. I'm going to use the shade, the third one on the top, or the middle one you could say. It's like a lighter brown shade. I'm just going to apply that to my crease using a fluffy brush. Next I applied the second shade on the top on my eyelids, and I just used my fingers to apply this. So this is going to be my base eyeshadow. The reason why I chose this shade was because I feel like this kind of pearly shade will help to bring out the glitter a lot more. So in the video, Sunny Leone has a little bit of blue on her eyelids, not too much, so I'm going to be using the NYX Avant Pop palette, and I'm going to apply that middle shade, the bluey greeny shade on the top, to my crease as well as the corner of my eyes. Now on to the fun part. I'm going to be using two different types of glitter. One that's a little more silver toned, which is by NYX in the shade Crystal Gunmetal. The other glitter I'm going to be using is by Lit Cosmetics in the shade Beach Baby. The reason why I'm using two glitters is because I noticed in her video it's more of like a silver color, so the closest I had were these two, so I'm just going to mix the two. First I applied the NYX glitter using the applicator that it comes with all over my eyelid. And then I went ahead and added some of the Lit Cosmetics glitter. But first on my brush I applied the Clearly Liquid glitter base just to make sure that the sparkles don't like run all over my face. So I applied the glue first, and then I used the glitter and then just dabbed it all over my eyelids. So I just kept applying the glitters, both of them, just alternating each one of them until I was happy with how shiny my eyelids looked. Lit Cosmetics glitter is definitely one of my favorite glitters. I don't know if you guys noticed, my eyebrows are already done, so I just got them done earlier today from a place down on Queen Street, which has become my favorite place to go for my eyebrows. So if you're ever in Toronto, the place is called Mink. And now that my eyebrows as well as my eyelids are done, I'm going to move on to my eyelashes. Before I apply my eyelashes, I like to curl them. So I'm going to be using my Revlon eyelash curler to curl my eyelashes first. And then I'm going to apply the Feline L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes to both of my eyes. This L'Oreal mascara is definitely becoming one of my favorites. The brush is actually really nice and ergonomic, especially when I'm applying falsies. I don't like to apply a thick coat of mascara, so I'm going to just apply it to both of my eyes, but a very thin coat. I went ahead and applied my Sephora Celebrity Lash off camera. And then I went ahead and used my NYX Super Skinny Eye Marker in the shade Carbon Black. I didn't make a wing or anything like that, but I made a very thin line above where my eyelashes were, and just to cover some of the glue. This step took a little longer than I thought because when you apply eyeliner or any liquid eyeliner on top of glitter, it sometimes doesn't give you that really nice line. So I just took my time, started from the inner corner of my eye and just worked my way outwards. Now that I'm done with my eyes and all the glitter, I'm going to be prepping my face using the Professional by Benefit. For foundation, I'm going to be using MAC Studio Fix Fluid with SPF 15 in the shade NC30, and I'm going to be applying this using a brush. I've tried so many different foundations, but I just keep using this MAC foundation because it has such good coverage and it definitely blends very well with my skin. Before I go ahead and conceal, I'm going to be using the NYX Dark Circle Corrector. I'm going to apply this using my finger under my eyes, and then I have a little blemish, I don't know if you guys noticed, on near my nose. I'm going to apply it there as well. So these two products are definitely my favorite contouring and highlighting products. The first one is Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Coconut, and that's what I'm going to be using to contour. And then to highlight, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. So I'm going to be contouring my face in the usual spots. But for my cheeks, I'm going to actually go a little bit higher. So not where the hollows of my cheeks are, but just a little bit above, because I'm noticing that it gives my cheekbones a little bit more of a lift. So that's a little change I've made. And then for highlighting, I'm going over the areas that I normally highlight, such as underneath my eyes, my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and then under the contouring that I've done on my cheeks. Then I went ahead and blended out my contouring using a flat brush. And then for all my highlighting areas, I used a beauty blender. So this beauty blender is the real beauty blender, and it definitely is a big difference from using a fake one or a sponge. It just bounces off your skin, and when it's damp, it just blends all your makeup so nicely. To set my contour, I use the Contour Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I use the 2 shades on the bottom. And for everywhere that I highlighted, I used the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the banana shade. So in the video, Sunny didn't have too much blush on her cheeks, so I just applied a very little bit of the Milani Coral Cove just to the apples of my cheeks. Once I was done my blush, I went back to my eyes just to finish them off, and I applied the Lancome Noir eyeliner just to my bottom waterline. For some reason, anytime I'm doing my lips, I like to use multiple lip products just to get that perfect shade. So today I'm going to be using the NYX lip liner in the shade Bloom, just to outline my lips, followed by the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade St. Paul. And then I'm going to be using my Lorac Alter Ego Lip Gloss in the shade Stunner. And I like to take my time applying this gloss because it smells like pudding and it smells so yummy. Last but not least, I'm going to be highlighting using my Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to combine 2 shades, Sunburst and Bubbly. And I'm going to apply this using a fan brush. In the video, Sunny's highlight is actually very dewy, so I tried to apply some of the highlighter to a little bit of my apples of my cheeks and then closer to above my eyebrows as well, just to get that same look. So that is the completed look. I definitely want to do more Bollywood inspired looks because they're so much fun. I hope you've been enjoying my videos in Punjabi as well. I'm definitely going to be doing more of those in 2017. So please subscribe for more videos, and I will see you all soon. Bye!